This girl is only 9 years old and is already a millionaire.
So I got up and I started working hard, moving bricks, and now we be living in the hills.
And this girl is in her 20s and has her own private jet. And I'm going to tell you the secret to their wealth. They are lying. In this video, you will see what's happening and why. Currently, there is a trend on social media of people flaunting their wealth. So-called socialites take pictures and create stories about their life and show off how rich they are by posing in lush vacation spots and expensive clothing, in expensive cars, hotels, or surrounded by brand name shopping bags. There is even a very weird flaunt your wealth challenge where people pose as if they have tripped while trying to get out of their car and oh no! All their expensive accessories are scattered around the ground for everyone to see. But it's all smoke and mirrors. How do they do that? Let's first talk about why they would do that. The incentive is as easy as you can imagine. Clout. And they go through great lengths to get online fame. But to what end? Why do these elaborate fakes just to show people some pictures? Well, while sometimes this is done out of vanity, a lot of times it is more devious than that. The motto is fake it till you make it. That can mean two things. The more harmless one is brand recognition. They flaunt their Louis Vuitton bags and clothes so they can eventually score a brand deal with them or other brands that are targeted at more wealthy people or middle-class people that like to appear wealthy. That way they may eventually get sponsored by these brands and receive their lavish lifestyle accessories for real, or are getting paid enough to actually live a little more wasteful. Especially in China, this trend is used to appear rich and therefore receive higher paying jobs or various freebies. One Chinese art student faked being a socialite for 21 days and was able to eat and sleep for free for the whole time in very prestigious locations just because people assumed she was rich. But besides the rather harmless brand recognition, there is a more devious reason. Some creators flaunt their fake wealth to suggest they earned it in some kind of easy way and sell you their course to learn how to do it for the low price of $49.99 per month. Because for sure you won't be buying a how to get rich quick and easy course from someone in his rusty Fiat, when instead you have a person in his 20s that's talking to you about how he earns $10,000 per day without lifting a finger from home from his comfy Ferrari seat while fending off girls that all want a piece of him. And because this has apparently worked for this dude, his course must surely work for you, right?
My students are average Joes that have been following my sessions with up to 93.2% accuracy over the last 12 months. Click this ad here and I'll hand you all the secrets on how you can beat Wall Street.
And getting rich without lifting a finger sounds so much better than what you're doing right now. So why shouldn't you give this a shot?
Shut up and take my money!
And bam! Another victim for the money-making scheme for the creator. Which is more often than not some kind of an MLM. An MLM, or a multi-level marketing scheme, is basically a pyramid scheme with extra steps. Because pyramid schemes are legal, these MLMs introduce a product like a get-rich course as a justification for how this is not a pyramid scheme. But the main way to get money is to recruit other people for this course as well.
The more people who are investing, the more money we're all going to make. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not even a scheme per se.
But of course, the only people getting rich in an MLM or pyramid scheme are the ones at the very top. But this video is not about MLMs. Comment below if you would like me to do a video about MLMs in the future. We are talking about the how. How are they faking their riches? There are several techniques they apply, and here they are, ranked from the least crazy to cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The easiest way they fake having expensive clothing or jewelry is as easy as it is dumb. People actually purchase the stuff, take it home, pose in it for a couple of times, and then return it.
All right, the belt has to go back to Gucci tomorrow, so if I go during lunch, I can take the shoes back in the morning.
So far so good, but that is only the beginning. There's actually a website where you can rent out accessories and clothes to appear rich for a few bucks. Or you can buy used Louis Vuitton or Gucci bags with a receipt inside. In China, this trend has grown into a full-blown industry branch. Maybe you have already seen this clip from China as well. Here these girls all stream from under a bridge in a rich district, so they can get suggested as and to rich people by the algorithm. So they have a higher chance for high donations and high-paying job offers. In China, but also in other countries like the USA, there are studios with fake hotels or fake private jets that are already perfectly lit, so you can book a photo session posing your flight in a private jet. For example, an hour within this private jet photo studio in LA costs about $65 per hour. And these locations are booked out with influencers trying to show off their fake wealth. Just look at this.
Playboy bunny was happening. Pedal to the middle, I'm gassing. Diamonds on my neck and they dancing. Bad little baby was cracking.
Even crazier than going to a private jet photo studio is this service provider. In China, you can pay under $1 to have a recording of your voice being automatically placed over a POV shot of an expensive hotel room, an underwater restaurant, or of your hand holding a bunch of cash, so you can pretend to vlog from that location. Sometimes you are even provided geotagged footage so that the platform algorithms believe you have actually been there and suggest you accordingly. But this one takes the cake. In WeChat, which is kinda like the Chinese version of Facebook or WhatsApp, you can pay about $75 to join a chat room for socialites. But once inside the group, you will realize that it's not a group of people who are actually rich, that share information and location of trendy places or expensive upcoming events. Instead, members form groups to share costs of expensive activities. For example, sharing a hotel room in the Shanghai Bulgari Hotel, where they pose for pictures wearing the signature Bulgari towel. And I'm not talking about just 3 to 4 people. Notable activities were, for example, coffee time at the Ritz, which 40 people shared. Each one vouched not to eat or drink any of the food, so every single one could pose with the food on their social network channel and pretend to have a delightful coffee clutch at the Ritz. Another time they rented a Lambo with 60 people for half a day, so everybody could get some beautiful shots sitting in their latest car. By the way, I will link a video from Natalia Taylor here or below, where she hilariously faked a Bali vacation from an IKEA store. Just for fun, of course.
And we finally got the first shot in Bali. IKEA.
Oh my god, we've done it! We've done it!
But
I hear you say,
what's the harm in that?
well, you dummy, did you forget about the multi-level marketing scheme?
It's not even a scheme per se.
But apart from that, there are other issues with this as well. Because of the rise of people like this, who for example pretend like business class is the new standard, even though it's only staged as you see here, it sets unrealistic expectations for their followers. This is normalizing luxury, and people then feel like a failure because it seems everybody is flying business class, only they are for some reason unable to afford it, because they don't understand that economy is the standard, not business class. And since not everyone has the means to access the same level of wealth, this leads to people overspending in order to achieve anything comparable, with detrimental long-term consequences such as high debts. Also, this promotes a worldview where material possessions are essential for happiness and success, which is bad for both the environment and our society. In general, we should all strive for happiness without a lavish lifestyle. You don't need excessive amounts of money and possessions to live a fulfilling life. In essence, there are only 4 things you need to be happy. And this is scientifically proven. a roof over your head, plenty of food, the love of the people around you, and a subscription to Dave Shepave. But since you have watched this far and have not subscribed yet, I guess you actually prefer the superficial lifestyle of these influencers to being happy. But hey, you do you. You do you. Bye!